Wisconsin, jazz musician, troublemaker. Asking about making Canada better. That's a tough one. Canada's great. I'm for all of us culture-loving Canadians stretched out over this gorgeous, glorious land. For me, it's for all of us to step out of our cultural comfort zone. Canada loves culture, but we need to be more adventurous and more courageous. Delve deeper into cultural differences from your own. We celebrate our diversity, but let's experience it. Because we're so diverse, the options are amazing. I stepped out of my cultural comfort zone a few weeks ago with my big brother. He's the director of some pretty intense, violent American television. The Wire, The Shield, Homicide. I'm sure you've seen some of that stuff. Well, we went to see my sister in her play. She promised us she was the only one that wouldn't be nude. Yeah, she was. Going to the theater was nothing new to my brother and I. We started in the theater business with the Mervishes. But this play was kind of out of our comfort zone. Penises. So many penises. So very many penises on stage. My brother, Mr., director dude, was like this the entire play. Kind of cool, watching him really out of his comfort zone. It was black box theater, so really small, really intimate, right there in your face. Kind of uncomfortable for me. Anyhow, we left the theater, though, and loved that we'd experienced something so challenging, and it was a beautiful piece of theater, and it was great to spend the night with my brother, and we've got to get out of our cultural silos. We've got to reach into what is so out there for all of us. You got to go see a stinky band in a stinky club. Go see the opera. Go see the ballet. Hey, Walrus, what you up to? Buy art, but only if you love it, only if it speaks to you. Buy it in installments. I just did. $150 a month till I pay it off. That's going to be a while. I live in Toronto, and it's gorgeous. Sorry, gorgeous. The diversity is insane. You can step a block away, and you're in Bollywood, the soundtrack of color and life. You step out, you're eating a Jamaican roti. You can turn around and eat an Indian roti. Then you can talk about the differences of the roti. The spice. You can talk about the spice. The sameness of flatbread versus bannock versus pita. Food. The similarities, the differences. Try different food, try different art, try different culture. Walking down Hollis Street last night, I saw 4 different restaurants from 4 different parts of the world, serenaded by a really loud blues band coming out of the bar. Pretty great. I mean, this is Canada, right? We need to celebrate that diversity. More than celebrate it, we need to embrace it. We need to get in there and check the shit out. We need to banish the cultural silos, try new stuff, uncomfortable stuff sometimes. Food, music, art, theater, dance from around the world has found a home right here in Canada, and we need to really enjoy it, love it. Right now, and I mean right now, Canadians rule the pop music scene in Los Angeles. I was down there a week ago. It's not just Drake. It's this whole thing that's happening down there, and we're hearing it in our music. We're hearing a Caribbean beat. We're hearing soulful music and Caribbean beats and all kinds of things that are coming out of Canada into the US. It's fascinating and exciting time to be a musician. When I was a kid growing up in Toronto, I was the only brown-skinned kid in my whole school. It's hard to believe when I look around now at the schoolyards. My dad used to say, and he was a black American who came to Canada to get an education, and he used to say, don't worry, baby, someday everybody gonna look like you. Guess what? Everybody look like me. Diversity is Canada's strength, and embracing our diversity is going to make us stronger. Racism is bred from ignorance. The more we learn and experience and embrace, the less room there is for racism. It's just about learning about others and loving others. So much diversity in this country, but we need to, like I keep saying, get out there and enjoy it. It's one thing to talk about it and be all bold and proud, aren't we so diverse? But yet, you keep going to the same show. You keep listening to the same music. You need to branch out, check it out. I just made a record, and boy, did I step out of my comfort zone, and boy, is the jazz community going to be annoyed, because I did not make a jazz record. What happened was a funk record. That's what happened. It was kind of cool. I got my bass player to stop doing this, start doing this. Guess what happened? We were at a funk record. It's gonna be the funkiest record Canada's ever seen. And it's a 100% mixed race band. I got this whitey white guy from Winnipeg, got an Italian on the drums. It's just killer. It's gonna be a killer. Get ready for that. So diversity. We own it. Let's embrace it. Step out of our comfort zones. Eat different food. Listen to different music. Change the dial from Radio 1 to Radio 2. And really enjoy this country. Really enjoy it. Really step out and enjoy it, because it's all right there. We just got to pull it in and make it part of us. Thank you.